They say it was written in one night by a monk who made a deal with the devil. A single book so massive, 2 men are needed just to lift it. A book containing the entire Bible, alongside exorcisms, medical cures, and a portrait of the devil himself. This is the Codex Gigas, the devil's Bible, and to this day, no one truly understands how it came to exist. In the early 13th century, in the Kingdom of Bohemia, what is now the Czech Republic, there stood a Benedictine monastery in the small town of Podlasis. The monks there lived quiet, pious lives, until one of them committed a sin so great that he was sentenced to a punishment far worse than death. He was to be walled alive, sealed behind stone, and left to die. But on the night before his execution, that monk begged for mercy. He promised the monastery he would create something extraordinary, a book that would contain all human knowledge, the Holy Bible, science, medicine, even the secrets of the universe. And he swore he would finish it in a single night. According to legend, the monks agreed, believing such a task was impossible. So the condemned man began to write. Hour after hour, through the dead of night, his quill scratched against parchment. As midnight passed, desperation set in. Realizing he could never complete such a colossal work alone, the monk made a final, desperate decision. He prayed not to God, but to the devil. He offered his soul in exchange for help, and when dawn broke, the book was finished. What lay before them was something the world had never seen. A manuscript so large it stood nearly 3 feet tall, bound in leather, weighing more than 70 kilograms. It contained 310 pages of the purest calfskin, written in perfect Latin calligraphy, without a single correction or flaw. At the center of it all, a full-page illustration of the devil. Not as a metaphor, not hidden in scripture, but proudly displayed in the middle of the holy text. The Codex Gigas, meaning giant book, became an object of awe and fear. Even today, historians are baffled by its precision. Every letter, from the first to the last, appears to have been written by the same hand, perfectly even, perfectly measured. Scientists have estimated that if a single person wrote it, the process would take over 20 years of continuous work. Yet, legend insists it appeared overnight. Its contents are just as strange. The entire Vulgate Bible, medical treatises, magic formulas, exorcism rituals, and lists of sins, punishments, and even descriptions of demons. It's not just a Bible, it's an encyclopedia of light and darkness. Then there's the image, the full portrait of the devil, horned, crouched with red claws, and a forked tongue, surrounded by empty space, as if the artist feared the presence he had drawn. No other medieval Bible dared include such a page. Scholars call it a warning, believers call it evidence, and skeptics still can't explain why this page exists at all. Over the centuries, the Codex Gigas gained a reputation as a curse object. The monastery that housed it was struck by disaster after disaster, until it was eventually destroyed by fire. The book miraculously survived. Later, when it was moved to Sweden during war, the royal library that stored it also caught fire. Once again, the Codex remained untouched to this day. It said every place that shelters it eventually suffers misfortune. But the book itself never burns, never ages, and never fades. Today, the Codex Gigas is kept under glass at the National Library of Sweden. Experts have scanned and analyzed every page, hoping to uncover its truth. And yet, one mystery remains unsolved. The handwriting, over 160,000 words, is uniform from beginning to end. No fatigue, no variance, no mistakes. It's as if the writer never slept, never paused, and never erred. Some say that's simply the mark of an extraordinary scribe. Others whisper that perhaps the monk's desperate prayer was answered. Whether written by human hand or by something darker, the Codex Gigas stands as proof of humanity's greatest paradox, our hunger for knowledge and our fear of what it might cost. It remains a testament to devotion, obsession, and the mysteries that will forever lie between faith and damnation. If mysteries like this fascinate you, subscribe and join us as we uncover the world's darkest secrets.